Australian inflation rose further according to new data released on Wednesday that increases the likelihood of the central bank next week hiking interest rates for a fourth consecutive month.
The Australian Bureau of Statistics say inflation in the year through June was 6.1%, up from 5.1% in the year through March. Inflation only rose by 3.5% during the last calendar year. Treasurer Jim Chalmers warned that inflation would rise further. On Thursday, he intends to outline to Parliament Australia's deteriorating economic outlook since the previous government announced its economic plan in March, when Australia's gross debt as a share of the economy was forecast to peak in mid-2025 at 44.9%, or around $773.2 billion US.
Inflation is high and rising, and global growth is slowing, and both of these things have a direct impact on Australians and their living standards. We are not surprised to see inflation north of 6%, but it's still confronting. This is not a surprising outcome, but it's a confronting outcome. It's not news to millions of Australians who feel this inflation challenge every time they go to the supermarket and every time the bills arrive. This inflation outcome today mirrors the lived experience of Australians who are doing it tough right now.
Profits of China's major industrial firms rose 1% year-on-year in the first half of 2022.
The National Bureau of Statistics said industrial firms, each with annual main business revenue of at least 20 million yuan, saw their combined profits exceeded 4.27 trillion yuan in the period. The combined revenues of those firms went up 9.1% from a year ago to 65.41 trillion yuan, and 16 out of 41 industries saw growth in profits in the period. In June alone, profits of major industrial companies went up 0.8% year-on-year, reversing declines in April and May. From January to June, among the industrial enterprises above designated size, state-owned holding enterprises achieved a total profit of around 1.49 trillion yuan, an increase of 10.2% year-on-year.